the ICC, they've issued a warrant of arrest against President Putin of Russia. They must do the same and issue a warrant of arrest to this criminal warlord, Benjamin Netanyahu.
As a freedom-loving South African, as South Africans who buried our own comrades from Umkhonto weSizwe, who took up arms against apartheid, we know that resistance is not just legitimate, it's a duty on every freedom-loving person. By any means necessary, we will resist the Israeli occupation of Palestine, the genocide that they're inflicting on our friends and comrades, on the innocent families. Let me just give you something, it's emotional. 4 weeks ago, you may have seen it, we organized a program with little children from Gaza. We called it Swim with Gaza. We had a campaign across the world in solidarity with children. We don't know what their fate is today. We don't know if they are alive from the phosphorus bombs of this genocidal state supported by the West.
Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel.
The message is this to Joe Biden and the people of Palestine, that we as political prisoners of South Africa, who have served time with Nelson Mandela at Robben Island, fighting against the apartheid genocide and the racist regime, we are sending our condolences to all the bereaved families. We mourn with them. The families whose children were killed or massacred by the Zionist regime. We are saying the Gaza people should be able to be supported by the international solidarity movement. The Gaza people must have food, water, and electricity because it is a basic human right. We are calling also on the fascist, racist, war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu to be arrested. We are saying the ICC should not be biased. The ICC, they've issued a warrant of arrest against President Putin of Russia. They must do the same and issue a warrant of arrest to this criminal warlord, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Thank you. Amanda! Amanda!
We are voicing our anger against them, what the US is doing, what the EU is doing, particularly Germany and France, as well as the UK and despotic Arab regimes. They are basically complicit and they're justifying the genocide of the Palestinian people. The US has turned a blind eye against the atrocities and injustices, the violation of international law for close to 8 decades now. They have enabled fascism, they have enabled racism of the Israeli regime, and they provide justification and the means. They provide armaments. They've just moved an armored carrier close to the coast of Palestine. They've made the world a more dangerous place. They provide Israel with $3 billion every year, and they've just made the decision to provide them with $8 billion right now. And we believe that there is blatant and brazen hypocrisy when they support the Ukrainians against the Russian invasion, and yet they allow Israel, which has occupied Palestinian land, has built settlements, have put children and women in jail, thousands of political prisoners, and have carried out these massacres every few years in Gaza. Gaza, a population of 2.4 million, made up of people who were made refugees before from what is called Israel, in a place which is one of the most densely populated places in the world, 300 odd square meters. And people are angry throughout the world, including the vast majority of South Africans. We see through the deception, the lies of the Israeli propagandists, and we believe that to resist for the Palestinians has guaranteed their survival thus far. They would not have existed if it wasn't for their resistance. It is the right, according to international law, whenever anyone faces colonialism or apartheid or occupation, to resist in whatever way they deem necessary.